All right, I'm dancing because I'm Brazilian, and this is BK, and it's England versus France. Some people, particularly Simon Jordan, is saying this is the first time, if England does beat France, this is the first time in the entire tenure of Southgate that he would have actually beaten an opponent that is expected to not win against, right? Because whenever the
Correct.
crunch game comes in, either it
Yeah.
was against Croatia in the semi-final in 2018, they lost. They should have won that game, and then they were leading again against Italy, and they lost in the penalties. Shit. I mean, people talk about Germany they beat in the Euros, but that's just a Germany by the name. It's not real Germany. It's the real Germany. Can they really stand up? Really stand up? They might stand up in the Euros in Germany, which will be in 2024. I think that will be something different. Expect a really fiery Germany. But this podcast is not about Germany. Forget about Germany. It's about France versus England. Now, I don't know if you heard that press conference. It's gotten like million views on Sky Sports when it is just 1 minute long. Kyle Walker has been asked because he's as fast or slightly just almost as
Hmm.
fast as Kylian Mbappe. They like use it, and he's played it 4 times, done very well against him. He said, "We won't be rolling out the red carpet for Mbappe." And there's a lot of confidence, like those, like not overconfidence, good confidence, and people have actually taken notice of it, and people like, you know what, this time England might actually beat France and kick out the defending champions. Can that actually happen? And where will the game be won and lost, sir?
This is like the most mouth-watering game of the four matches for sure. Like it's like a blockbuster, right? Even if this was a semi-final, like you would still say, fine, it's a great matchup. Um, yeah, I think this is probably the Southgate's probably biggest test and achievement if he is able to beat France. Uh, I think I've heard the stories and that interview about Walker. I was just thinking in my head like he'll have to become Kyle Runner, not Walker. Sorry
Not
for that,
Walker.
TJ, but yeah, I just feel Mbappe is like all great players. Like you would be like, okay, I think he's overrated. Like for large periods of the game, you'll be like, this guy is like probably showboating, or like he should have passed this, or he should have done that. It's I think 90 minutes is too long a time for Mbappe like not to show one moment of brilliance. And I just feel there is something about like I think that there will be fireworks in this match, and I think it'll be like high scoring match. It can be like 3-2 or something. I just don't see it going 0-0 or going to extra time. I think it'll be like 3-2 or 4-3, especially if someone scores early. Um, I somehow feel England like have not deserved like any attention of like being like punching about their weight, or have not like performed uh, that well. I just somehow don't feel, even though I want to predict that England will win and I want to go like contrarian, so to speak, I just don't see them beating France.
All right. I think actually I'm going to go with a figure which might surprise people, but I think I'm going with France with 6-1. I believe that. I don't know where it came out of right out of my ass, but it just came. This number just came out. I'm just making such ridiculous predictions today. Like I'm not even on cocaine, by the way, because it ran out. That's why people are like, how are you not on cocaine? Because it's just I finished it. I finished it. All right. One thing I want to say about Mbappe is right because we don't really end up watching him much, right? What I noticed him whenever I'm watching him, that there are a lot of people who can run very well. For example, Sterling. Sterling runs very well, cannot finish. Now this guy runs very well, crazy runner, and then his finishing is fucking like the top level finish, like the top, like Ronaldo, Messi at their peak. That's his how his finishing is, and he knows how his finishing is amazing. He just takes his time and he sets it up, and boom, it's like wow, wow.
This
So you're right.
guy, yeah,
90 minutes is too much to
and
hold this guy off. By the way, if
yeah.
they can hold him off, England can actually fucking win because apart from Mbappe, what else has France really done? They've defended well, right? These reasonably well, and their goalkeeper is, let's be honest, bang average.
Yeah,
He has he he
really.
he has a mistake in him. You should get one goal. He should definitely give you one goal. He's
And
like,
I'm sure
is he still
Kane
the
will
cat?
have insights on him for sure.
Okay, absolutely right. Inside, through his legs, through his hands, through his chest. I think this guy can concede through his chest. That's how good he is. Nobody is conceding through their chest. This guy can do it somehow. Oh,
And don't you think like the I was just thinking like before the World Cup, people were writing them off because there's no Kante, there's no Pogba, there's no Benzema, like all these like so-called match winners in their own right. Like you take out three big match winners like from any team, and you'd be like, okay, this is not happening.
they're
I just
toast. Yeah,
feel that the youngsters, the Chouaminis of the world, the who's that guy who went to midfielder to Real Madrid? I forget his name.
yeah,
Anyways,
yeah.
like all these young guys have like really taken their chances, and it feels like a new French team. I think even if after like Kante retires or Benzema goes, I think Giroud is like a great one, like for like replacement. I think he plays better with Mbappe. There's no like clash of egos.
That's
He's
true.
very,
That I've
very
noticed
like
as well.
team player. He doesn't really need the limelight, but he'll do the dirty work of holding the ball, passing around. I think
He's the
it's
poor man's
playing to
Ronaldo
this.
and better
Yeah,
looking
Uh, yeah. I
without
think
surgeries.
he's played. It's turned out to be like a like everything happens for the good kind of a thing, like for France, and they've definitely surprised me. I think I didn't expect them to like gel so well without these like three big names.
And
Um,
Rabiot's played really well. Whosoever's come in,
yeah,
they, because
Rabiot has
nobody
been like
rates Rabiot, right?
surprisingly.
Nobody rates
Yeah,
Rabiot, but he's done
yeah,
so well. So that's the beat.
yeah.
See, only thing I'll say is that at the end, what you said is completely right. But at the same time, we must realize that France is like a little bit like cricket in India, right? They just have so much fucking talent. As long as they perform, as long as they actually perform to their potential, I mean, there's no end to it. If Rabiot can perform the way he's performing, there's Mbappe, everybody's there, Giroud, like the confidence. They sense like they're the team. They have the fucking metal, man. And whosoever's coming in, even Upamecano, I think recently he didn't have a good season, right? When after his move
Yeah.
he's in Bayern Munich, right? So I mean, he hasn't had the best season, but there's something. These people have at least had three squads in them, man. So when these people left, also the fact you understand that when Benzema left, I mean, there was not even any noise. People could have written like all these memoirs and all these things
Mm,
about how he missed out after waiting for such a long time. No, he has kept his mouth shut, let them play. He's not made it about himself. Ronaldo is saying, why? It was like, Sir Ronaldo and Benzema, like you always made about yourself. So I have a lot of respect for Benzema. He's not even opened his mouth because if he starts speaking, it will become about him. There's some respect about, even more respect for Benzema for doing that.
yeah.
And it's been brilliant. So France 6-1. I'm not going to change my
Uh,
mind.
yeah, I just and watch out for I think in this match, I think I just have a feeling Rashford like has this habit of scoring against
Rashford!
the
Oh,
French and the
no.
PSGs. I think he will like have some impact on this game, and I think
Sterling is
I
back
see Rash.
also. He's also on the bench. He's back from his house
Uh,
got robbed or some shit like that,
yeah,
man.
he fought the
Wait, some
robbers.
fucking security guard. You make $16 million. What the fuck is wrong with you people? I know it's expensive. It's
Yeah,
not like India, but come on. You can put 10, 20, 30 grand on the security guards. But yeah, I think everybody's okay.
okay,
He's back apparently, and I think he's part of the session also. But I don't think he's definitely not going to start. That's not going to happen. But he's going to be the bench, and if shit hits the fan, he is going to be on, and Rashford's going to be on. I think Foden's definitely going to start. There's no doubt about that, right?
yeah.
Mason Mount, everybody's not going to start. So I think we're looking good. So are you going for England, the team the country that we follow football from, the country that has given us so much, and I have no respect by saying 6-1. I'm just telling the truth. It's the reality. I just can't see
Fine.
England winning.
If just because you're swinging so hard on the other side, I'm just gonna say England 2-1
See,
with
you took the
Rashford
bait.
scoring one goal.
That's the sign of a great pundit who just takes the bait, just falls on the trap. Even you see, it looks like a trap, feels like a trap. That means it should not be a trap. It is a fucking trap.
Yeah, it's a
It's like
shiny
it's like
object.
it's like Simon Jordan always says. I wanted to use it like an original one, but nobody will notice. Like if it talks like a duck, walks like a duck, looks like a duck, it's a fucking duck. That's what I will say. So I'm going with 6-1 England. Sorry, no, 6-1 France. And Mbappe is four trick quadruple. He scored all the six goals. create all the history, break all the records. Dude, by the way, he's already broken all the records. And he's gone higher than Messi, and Messi's played 5 fucking World Cups. And this guy has at least 3 more World Cup in him, right? He's 23, 27, 31, 35. He's going to be playing at least 3 World Cups. This guy's going to create all the fucking records. Mbappe is the real deal.
Yeah, he's
and whenever
already,
people say, huh?
yeah,
It's
he's
such a
already
shame
higher than
that other guy.
Messi and Ronaldo, right? Both of them, he's gone past both of them.
He's gone past both of them, and he's just his second World Cup. He at least has 3 other.
Yeah.
It's a fucking shame. The great Haaland is never going to play because his fucking country is shite. Complete shite. So when people say Messi is not the greatest, he cannot the World Cup, I mean, that's just like a stupid thing to fucking say, man. That's just dumb. What if Messi was from Norway? Like, that'll not be. By the way, Messi is Italian descent, right? So if he was Italian, they won't even fucking qualify for the World Cup.
Dude, that was below the belt. Yeah, today you're gonna have like pizzas and pies like chucked at you at your house.
Well, it won't. As I said earlier, it won't be the first time that people throw stuff at me. That is edible. I just I take it in stride and I try to eat it. That's the most grateful thing I've ever done in my life. All right, this is me, Sheikh Brazaladen. This is BK. I'm going for France 6-1. BK is going for what scoreline did you give?
England 2-1.
2-1. All right. You really like this 2-1. Like such a very middle of the road, sitting on the fence. Anyway, all right. This is us. We'll see you next time in the semifinals, which will be against Brazil versus Argentina, which I did not predict, and France versus Morocco. Let's see what happens next. Bye bye.
All right. Take care.
Take care. Like and subscribe.